All right, for more on today's primary now, we're turning to our panel. With us this morning is New Mexico GOP Chairman Steve Pearce. Steve, good to see you, and thank you so much for coming on. Excuse me. Just a reaction there. If you saw that report from Christina Thompson on what is happening there in California, it kind of resonates with what we're seeing across this nation, as you've seen a push on those that are soft on crime policies to oust folks that support that. Is this something that you see nationwide, flipping of seats or getting folks out of office that may not have been pushed out prior?
Crime and inflation are the biggest issues here in New Mexico. Of course, the open border is another issue. The New Mexico Republicans have more diversity than ever before, more Hispanic candidates, more female, Black, African-American candidates. We've got a real diverse field. People are coming to the Republican values and saying, wait, you all represent our viewpoints more than the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party has left us. That's what my parents said about 40 years ago. It's still the message, and people are fed up here in New Mexico, the same as everywhere else.
Yeah, another message that's being sent out clearly, as what you were pointing out, economy, inflation. I'll show you this, an ABC News poll pointing to what is top of voters' mind in November. Economy sitting at 96%, inflation 96%, crime 91%. Coronavirus, again, they're at the bottom of it. That was something that kind of catapulted the Biden administration, other Democratic leaders as well. This time, it doesn't seem so much. Right now, according to this ABC News poll, again, to your point, economy, inflation, crime. The voters want something done about that. Can they get someone in office to make a difference in these top priorities?
Absolutely. They recognize that Michelle Lujan Grisham, governor of New Mexico, has nationalized her agenda. She has not been present during the wildfires that are going on right now. She activated the National Guard way too late. A lot of suffering. Those are in heavy Democrat areas where that's occurring, and people are complaining. They're saying they're going to vote Republican. I believe it.
Yeah, there's a House seat, I believe, up for grabs as well in New Mexico, and also the attempt to unseat the Democratic governor in New Mexico. How possible is that?
I think it's extremely possible. All it takes is about 25% of the Democrats to vote Republican. That happens about every 6 or 8 years. I think that any one of our candidates can beat this sitting governor because she just did so much to kill jobs. She just kept her kids out of school until she was forced to put them back into school. Kids were going across the state line into Texas and other states to go to school. That's just not the kind of state that you want. Again, our governor has been, looks like she's lobbying for a national position after she gets through this election. I think the voters are ready to send her on to Washington now.
Any comment on Congresswoman Yvette Harrell, freshman Republican, defending her seat in this primary, obviously in this midterm rather as well? How confident are New Mexico constituents on that one?
Well, if we had the districts that existed before, we'd be okay. But the Democrats passed a very radical redistricting bill, one that we have in front of a judge. He says our case is strong, refused to dismiss it. But Yvette Harrell is out working on these with the new maps and doing very good. She'll be reelected. We're trying to take that the other district where they took some of the Democrats' votes away, stuck them in the Yvette's district. So we think that we can be competitive in 2 of the 3 districts here in New Mexico. That's what's going to send a shock wave through the state, through the Democrats nationwide.
And Teresa Fernandez, and we'll continue to follow that. Again, that politicking there in New Mexico, primaries heavy happening right now, or later on today, rather, according to the time change here. I want to point this out, if I can, here, and broaden this out for the viewers. The CNN was talking about midterms earlier and how this is great for Republicans. I'll show you this bite, and I'll get your reaction.
Since 1938, the Republican 2-point lead on the generic congressional ballot is the best position for Republicans at this point in any midterm cycle in over 80 years. It beats 2010 when Republicans were up a point. It beats 14, 2002, 1998, where Democrats led by a point. And in all of those 4 prior examples that make this list of the top 5, look at that. Who won a majority? It was the Republicans who won a majority.
Steve, that actually goes to one of your points that you were talking about earlier.
Yes, it's we see the Democrat voters realizing that their party has gone a long way away from the values that they espouse. So they do what you expect. They vote for the Republican candidate. I was in the congressional race in 2010 that swept about, I think, 100 new members into Congress. Almost 25% of the members changed over. I was elected here in New Mexico. It was that same sort of a wave election that feels like it's building right now. Even in New Mexico, these wave elections happen.
All right, 7 states being primaried today. Voters will make decisions there, including New Mexico. Steve Pearce, New Mexico GOP chairman, joining us live here on the program. Steve, good to see you. Thank you for that.